So Electronic Arts got hacked pretty bad, and the whole internet is like, oh no, oh no. And even worse for EA, they didn't compromise any user data or bank information from Origin or anything like that. They specifically stole source code of their engines, of their games, which is the highest level of damage you can do to a company like EA, and the lowest amount of damage you could do to users of EA products. So it looks like somehow EA disgruntled someone in the past. I don't know. I mean, they worked so hard on their title of Worst Company of America in 2012 and 2013. And then in 2018, they ranked number 5 in most hated companies in America. So I don't understand how anyone would have an interest in stealing their source code and inflicting the highest possible damage to EA itself. I don't know. It's almost like karma. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. So the source code that they stole includes not only the Frostbite engine source code, but also like the code of games like FIFA 21, generally the FIFA code, Madden, Battlefield franchise, among others. And they already said on some dodgy hacker underground forum that they have full capability of exploiting all EA services. So that's not good. It's not good for EA. However, the internet's hopes are going up because everyone's hoping that Madden finally gets fixed. And I'm just sitting here hoping that the hackers will take the source code and sell it back to EA in loot boxes, right? Let EA pay for loot boxes. They don't know what's going to be inside. It's 3 loot boxes. You have to click one and source code pops out. It might be the one you want. It might be a double that you already have. You can go through it and keep paying, and maybe eventually you'll get your source code back. No, but in all honesty, let's talk about why this is so problematic. Obviously, if made public, it can of course be stolen, right, by other developers. They can take pieces of the engine, they can pick it apart, hide it in their own engine, nobody will probably ever know. And an engine like Frostbite is just an incredibly valuable asset to EA, so to have that source code leaked is genuinely a disaster for them. And the other very obvious issue that a lot of people have already flagged on the internet is that people can now start preparing hacks for games like Battlefield 2042, which has just been announced. We've seen the reveal trailer. It looked really good. Definitely interested in it, but it has no single players. That's not bad, but that means the whole game stands and falls with the multiplayer. And if they are now already preparing hacks that are basically ready to come out when the game launches, you can probably already buy the hack for the game before it launches, and then you're ready at launch night with your aimbot ready to cheat your way through your brand new game that you just bought, which will practically ruin the game at the core. And it's not only that game. I mean, the source code of so many other games has been leaked, and the hackers who stole it spoke themselves about full capability of exploiting on all EA services. So they make it super clear that this is about ruining EA's day. That's what it is. Ultimately, they're gonna ruin our day as well, because if Battlefield 2042 launches with hackers and it's completely messed up, then we can't play it either. So we're gonna be punished in the end as well. But obviously, if that's going to be the case, people are not going to buy the game. Maybe people now going to even cancel their pre-orders. Hearing that, saying, I'm going to wait. If the game is like a hacker-infested mess in the first month, then I'm probably not going to buy it. It has very far-reaching implications, something like this, for a company like EA. So it's an absolute disaster. And on top of all that, of course, they can also, look at other exploits, financial exploits of payment systems, for example, and where they can easily now look behind the scenes and see what EA is doing, how they generate money, and maybe even funnel money from in-game payment systems and so on their own way. Whatever, it all has these implications, these possibilities that EA has to explore now, that EA will have to counter now, right? They're going to have to look, can we change the engine in BF 2042 in a way that even they have the source code, these hacks won't work? Can they preemptively work against those hacks? And will we see any communication from EA on this, right? Are they going to come out and say, in 2 months, 3 months or something, game I think comes out in October, if I'm not mistaken, and do they come out before that and say, hey guys, we've preemptively now amended the game, even they leaked the source code at this point in time, it won't work, the hacks won't work, we've made the game secure, yada yada. Maybe they do that as a kind of measure of damage control to an extent. But in any case, it's an absolute catastrophe for EA, and it's absolutely fair to assume that this will lead to massive issues with a lot of their franchises going forward. And obviously, as someone who plays some of the EA games, I enjoy Battlefront 2, for example. It kind of sucks, right? It's not good for the gamer, but on the other hand, it does feel satisfying to an extent, because EA has been showing so many bad practices over the years when it comes to treating employees with respect, treating studios with respect, that they just shut down for no apparent reason except, saves a bit of money here and there. Loot boxes, treating the consumer with no respect. There are so many truly disgusting stories about EA, and you know, that's not the wrong word. It is truly disgusting, the practices that this company has been upholding over so many years, that I'm not surprised, okay? They should have built an impenetrable fortress of cybersecurity so nothing can even get close to their data. They didn't do that, and now they're paying the price. Considering how hated they are, everyone knows how hated EA is, and I think within a lot of people that hate runs very deep, and a lot of people know how to get into systems, and they're gonna do it. Wouldn't be surprised if in the months we find out it was a 12-year-old kiddie in some garage. Let's see. What do you guys think? Is this finally some kind of retribution? Is this the moment where we hold EA accountable and we destroy them as a company with their own source code? Or do you feel a little bit sorry and you say, come on man, just let it go, you know, feed them their source code back in loot boxes, and then maybe we won't use it or something funny like that. But don't destroy EA, because I kind of like the games, and you know, that Star Wars Respawn game was good. We like Titanfall. A few good games out there, so maybe, you know, let it go. Whatever you think, leave it down in the comment section below. I appreciate every single comment, and I read them all, and I reply to some of them. So I hope you had a good time watching the video. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash the like, do subscribe, hit the bell. No, but really do those things. I always say it kind of, you know, like just repeating it, but do the things. Like just consider for a second. Hey, the bell. Ah, jeez, you just woke up, right? You're like, oh, the bell. Yeah, he said, oh, the bell. Okay, I'm going to hit the bell. Do it now. The bell. Okay, it helps the channel out. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Bye.